Good after Friday noon, boys and girls in the firearms world. I was over at the club today, attempting to shoot. I got a G1 Contender. I just put a .357 maximum barrel on it. For some reason, after I fire a shot, it doesn't want to open up, or it's very hard to open up. I'm not getting, the cases aren't overpressurized. I was just seeing where the scope was going to hit. So I have to be another project. Take it home, take it apart, see what's hanging me up. Anyway, I met a fellow there. He moved here 3 months ago from North Carolina. We were talking about the cost of living. And he goes, the cost of living in Georgia. I go, yeah, ain't cheap. I told people the only difference between Georgia and New York is I don't have to plow my driveway 3 times a day in the winter. He said the same insurance, Progressive Insurance, same vehicles, moving from North Carolina to Georgia, his vehicle insurance is doubled. I says, yeah, ain't much cheaper down here. Food's just as expensive as New York and other places. He goes, yeah, and he goes, and you buy a vehicle down here, when I went to have my stuff transferred over, they charged me 7% sales tax on my vehicle. He goes, I think it was North South Carolina. He goes, it's topped at $300. I go, I know. He goes, so if you went out and say you bought $100,000 one of them Ford King Ranches or whatever they are, he goes, you'd pay $7,000 sales tax. I go, yeah, it's a ripoff. I tell people the county I live in, Madison County, Georgia, I says, these people will piss and moan 24/7 about the cost of living and the amount of taxes they pay, but when it comes up to vote for one of these splosh special use taxes or something, they vote for them. I've never seen anything like it. It's, I don't know. Just don't know. Yeah, but the more people I meet, come to find out, my property taxes are less, but even they've doubled in the 12 years we've been here. I don't know what they're thinking. I always find funny, well, homes in your area have sold for this. And over on Zillow, I says, yeah, Zillow's had how many lawsuits against them for stealing people's listings, throwing these goofy prices out. They don't drive around and quote what a home sells for. Oh, well, it sells for this. So I think I'm going to start doing that with guns. Well, these guns on the internet are selling for this price. No, they're not selling. That's the price they're listing them at. Every piece of property I've looked at this year is sold for $30,000 to $40,000 less than what it was listed at. Everything is way overpriced. They doubled it again. They did the same thing with honey years ago. They came out and said, all these bees are dying. We got to save the honeybees. And come to find out all the bees were dying was because everybody was getting into beekeeping. They didn't know how to tend their hives, and they were killing bees. So, yeah, we'll just double the price of honey. Truck drivers. Hell, you can go back 25 years. Over the road, tight, CDL, they're all in the news now. You got all these flip-flop bandits and Subaru turbines out there driving. Well, the trucking industry has been screaming for years. We're 80,000 drivers short. We're this short. We're that short. Open up all these CDL classes, bring all these people in from other countries. Most of them aren't even supposed to be here. We're supposed to leave. Can't speak English. They don't know how to drive. Sure as hell can't drive up through Wyoming, across Wind River. They can't drive in the snow. Yeah, and the trucking industry's crying. Now everybody's crying, the roads are dangerous. Geez, you think so? I've been watching this shit go on for 25 years. Now you want to say something about it. 8 different trucking businesses being run out of one house. No one even lives there. I tell you, fucking graft and greed is getting pretty bad. It's always been bad. It's really bad now. Anyway, on a good note, I had a customer, old-time customer, call me the other day. He wants to sell a couple percussion muzzle loaders. He's telling me that they're 58 cal each. One has a round barrel, one has an octagonal barrel. The round barrel one has some more of a modern peep sight with a Doppler on it and stuff. He sent me some pictures, really nice looking wood. And these were made by E.W. Hicks. I can't seem to find him. It's one of the makers on the internet. Found a Richard Hicks. Made some guns. He might be related one way or the other, but can't get a lot of research on him. He's going to bring them down to me, and I'm going to try to move them for him. But I'll tell you what, if they're as good a shape as they look in the pictures he sent me, they will be some worthy shooters. Especially with a 58 cal. I believe he said they're 1 in 72 twist. That's definitely a big, heavy round ball gun. So I'll be listing those here when I get them, probably after Thanksgiving. I was going to order percussion caps for somebody, but my God, my cost is still over 10 bucks a tin. And I just think that's ridiculous. Try to find something cheaper. I don't know why my distributors got them marked up so high. Might have to start sliding into Walmart, getting them for $5 or $6 a tin, just so I can keep people shooting. I've not purchased any new round ball to sell in quite a while. I've sold off almost all my molds. I had a guy call me yesterday. A friend of his went to an auction, brought home a whole tote load of molds. He said there's probably 10 or 15 bullet molds in there. Some are 6 cavity. So when I got time, he's going to bring them over. We're all run over to his place and look at them. His friend wants to know what he can get for them. He said they're all in really nice shape. So I'll go look at them. I got a contact in California. Sunny Slugs. If you look for him on the internet. He's got a lot of air guns. He's been collecting air guns for quite a while. He cast up some air gun bullets for guys. I think he cast anywhere from 22 up to 69 now. Because he bought a bunch of molds off me. That's how I know he's casting that big. Sizing them. A couple of guys bought some 58s that he cast and he sized for them. And the one guy came out and said, my God, they shoot great. He thought they might tumble. So he's ordering a whole bunch more. Can you imagine shooting a 59 caliber air gun, throwing a 340 grain slug that was made for a Civil War rifle? Anyway, I'm at the shop. I got to drop off a muzzle loader barrel somebody screwed up. And that's about it. This is Black Powder Bill from blackpowderbuild.com. You can find me on Gunbroker, X. I'm on Instagram every now and then, but I can't figure out how that platform works. But if you're looking for something, give me a shout. Send me an email. Just another update, another Friday. Beautiful day here in Georgia. Unfortunately, my G1 contender did not want to work for me today. This is Black Powder Bill. All out. Y'all be safe.